This is Marion. She is my self-proclaimed Instagram girlfriend. She likes her photos getting taken. I like taking photos, although not just of her. Today's agenda is to take Instagrammable photos. So check out her profile, guys. And by the way, she's single. So we just started our hike, and Marian, what can you say?
I'm so tired!
So because in the Philippines, she doesn't normally walk because they have cars around to drive around the place. So for the past year that she's been there,
Sedentary life.
Very sedentary. No walking at all. So for today's hike, we are visiting this place called Pinapple Hill in the New Territory side of Hong Kong, which got its name because the soil and rock formation in this area, they say, resembles that of the crust of the delicious dessert called the pineapple bun. And others also say that this place resembles that of the Grand Canyon. What do you think, guys? Does it really? Let me know in the comments below. So I mostly shoot landscapes as a hobby, but sometimes I do like to mix things up and mix them with other people as well. Generally, I try to apply the same composition techniques that I use in landscape photography in my portraits or people Instagram photos as well, such as understanding light. Although I think I chose a bad day to prove this point because I don't think I'll get any light today. But the light can be your best friend because it can really emphasize your scene or even add some drama into your image. And generally speaking, when I go out to shoot, I will usually go out for the golden hour so that I'll get some magical golden or softer tones in my scene. And if you choose to shoot during the midday, still the light can be a bit harsh and create some unflattering effects. And the next point would be to know that photography is more about subtraction rather than addition. So imagine a scene, right? You already have your foreground, your background, the views, the subject. And if you simply snap the photo without any thought at all, you just capture everything within the frame. And it is your job as a photographer to identify the objects that are distracting and to deliberately remove them. So this could mean that you either need to zoom in or move closer to the subject, to crop the image as well, and try to maintain a balance in your photo as well. Mix up your angles. Most people will probably shoot at eye level when you ask them to take a photo for you, but sometimes the most flattering angles for your image would be at different vantage points. So try moving around, try to shooting from high, try to shoot from a low vantage point as well, or try to look at things from a different framing, and try to be creative sometimes. Consider your standard compositional techniques. So for example, I will generally start with the rule of thirds, which is a compositional guide in placing your subject of interest in the left or right third of the frame, which will create intentional symmetry. Although I don't think it's really a rule that everyone must follow because I find myself breaking it from time to time. But I think it's a good starting point, especially in placing your horizon line in the image. And you can also consider other concepts such as placing your subject within a natural frame, use trees, so some wall holes, and you can also consider the depth of field and introducing bokeh in the image, which creates more emphasis in your subject. So the common point in all this is directing the eye. It is your job as a photographer to guide the viewer of the image into where you want their eyes to rest within the frame. So this could mean that you should find different recurring patterns, shapes in your image, identifying leading lines such as the roads, the trails, or different framing objects within the scene so that the viewer will know exactly where you want their focus to be. Other tricks that you can apply is to play around with shadows, the light, because the eyes will naturally navigate through the brighter parts of the images. So I have to get back and spend more time with my friends, especially with Marian, because I haven't caught up with her in a long time. But if you want to spend more time with me, go check out these. I'll see you there. Thanks for watching.